process to be here.
10,000 of the 12,000 were sent here alone by their parents.
It's so sad, and it can be taken care of quickly, beautifully, and we'll have safety.
All right, 2,000 plus counting children are being held away from their parents as they go through the immigration process. Gio Benitez is an ABC correspondent in El Paso, Texas. Gio, set the scene for us. Where are you, and what are you seeing?
So we're just outside of El Paso on the U.S.-Mexico border in Tornillo, Texas, and this is where they have one of these port of entries. And in that port of entry, they've actually set up a tent city. And so a lot of these migrant families that are coming in, they're coming across the border, and they're in this area, they're being brought to that tent city, and sometimes that's where they're being separated.
Why can't they be held together?
Well, that's certainly a question for the government right now that everybody's been asking. Because we're obviously seeing a much larger amount of families being separated than we've seen in the past. And so that's the question, and that's what a lot of Republicans are saying, that 5 first ladies are suggesting.
Yeah, also Ted Cruz, Texas senator, who's up for re-election, is saying that.
Yeah, and he's actually drafted an emergency bill on this issue because he says he wants to see these families stay together.
Yeah. Gio, are we seeing less people coming to the border or more? Is this any type of deterrent, as the administration says it is?
Child advocates that we've asked that question to, they say that they are seeing a significant number still cross the border. So I'm not sure if that's a deterrent just yet. Maybe when the news gets back to other families that are on this long and difficult journey.
Yeah. Gio, has anybody asked the government, how does this end? What happens to these children once these parents are either sent back or not, or denied entry into the country?
Yeah, so we've heard cases where some of these parents are deported and they are not reunited with their children. But we've also heard cases where they're going into these foster families and then they're eventually reunited. What the government says it's doing is that they have a telephone number for these parents to call. As long as they haven't been transferred over to Immigration and Customs, the parents can call this number and find out where their child is. But really, there's no telling how long that reunification process is going to take.
I mean, there are some children who are 12, 13, 14. There are also infants, are there not?
We're seeing very young children, yes.
I mean, how young? Are we seeing months old? Are we seeing years old? How young?
I haven't been into one of the facilities just yet. I just got here last night. But what in the photos that we're seeing some very young children. There's that really striking image of a girl that looks to be about 2 years old, crying as her mother is being taken in.
Why are we only seeing the boys? Why aren't we seeing the girls?
We're seeing a few images of the girls, but, we're not able, the journalists who have been into these facilities are not able to record photos, record video, and take photos. The government says it's for privacy reasons. So what the government is doing is that they are handing out these clips, these select clips and select photos, and that's all we can see right now.
And so until further notice, this is continuing on, right? This is as it's going to be.
Yeah, there's really no end in sight just yet.
Gio Benitez live at the border in El Paso. Gio, thanks for checking in.
Thanks so much.
6:50.